What up, everybody? I know I said I was going to make a little story about a couple hundred pages. I'm still going to do that. I'm lagging on it right now because I just started getting into my workflow, literally, like actual work, not rapping. And um, I've been watching a lot of videos lately, like the goods and the bads. Not those being the topics, but people talking about sinning and people talking about turning up and just normal everyday fun, just those types of videos. And lately, I think I'm gonna start doing vlogs, as you guys call them. But don't don't harass me for what I say or don't judge me because I'm open on all grounds, no matter if I experienced it or not. There's things that I've done and things that I've seen which I don't flaunt. You talk about standing next to your boy while he's killed somebody. People die every day, so that's really nobody. I'm not rhyming and rapping. I'm not being poetically correct or politically correct or whatever you want to call them. You understand my words clear as day. The reason I know is because I did a sound test. You hear 1 click, 2 click, 3 clicks full. But yet we all split for the fucking dough. I don't like lately. Just now I watched the video. Guy made it in 2011, but we can watch this video 100 times and it's still gonna make sense on like what's going on. He talked about how he had no father when he was growing up and he wasn't using it for sympathy. He did the research and found out that 40% of this country grows up the same way. He said he listened to music and watched MTV, and that's what molded him to be the man that he is. That he was growing up to be. He talked about how he could grab any woman that he wanted without hesitating. Most of the time it's like that nowadays. You got Jersey Shore, Party Down South. I'm naming different channels that's from MTV to CMT to E, Kim Kardashian. You got these music videos. Me and my brother just got into a little argument. It wasn't physical, it was discussive. It was discussive, verbal argument over how society's growing up and how our generation's growing up. I love seeing these pictures on Instagram about how people would say, back then when I was 12, I'd complain about missing my Saturday cartoons. And that made me smile every time I seen it. And then right after that, it'd say, but nowadays when kids that are 12, they complain about their boyfriend and girlfriend dumping them. When I was 12, I was worried about my cartoons. I was worried about missing Yu-Gi-Oh, Cat Dog, Rugrats, Scooby-Doo even though I didn't like it, SpongeBob even though I didn't like it. I hated missing my cartoons. Like, you don't understand. I was a kid who watched TV. I grew up without a father. I grew up without a father figure. The only dude I can say who was in my life was my uncle, and he's 23 and I'm about to be 20. He's about to be 24 when I turn 20. So I can't really say I watched him as a father figure, but I can say he was there as I grew up. I'm not using that as sympathy, just like that kid said. I watched TV. My mom kept me from watching MTV, seeing nasty shit like Soul Plane and women being abused. When I grew up, my mom told me every single day of my life, don't abuse a woman. Don't put your hands on a woman. If she puts her hands on you, pin her to something and don't hit her physically. I've never hurt a woman physically. I've never hurt a woman emotionally. Yes, I have snapped on women and I've cussed them out, but that was because they only deserved it. If you start talking shit about shit you don't know on me, I will snap and I'll bring up some shit you didn't even know I knew about you. All of my friends, I know something good and bad about you. I don't use it as a weapon, but if you come at me foul, it's not disrespect. I'm not trying to give people a warning. I'm just letting people know that what I do and how I live is my everyday flow. How everybody says they're in a rut, you're not really in a rut. That's what you do day to day, by night, by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, so on and so forth. You live that. The only reason you see it as a rut is because every once in a while your friends, hey, what have you been up to? Oh, nothing. I've been working. I've been going to school. I've been watching my family. I've been hanging out with family. If you have kids, you've been taking care of your kids. You ask them, oh, I went to Vegas recently. I just went out to Arizona, Havasu, stuff like that. You see that as they're doing stuff out of the normal. It is out of the normal and it isn't. Some people have the money to supply that life. Some people don't. And when they do, they use it. It's how life is. I don't like my videos to be long, and usually they last over 10 minutes, and I'm really trying to keep them short. But yeah, this is me. This is how I am. And I'm not really. I do apologize to God, and I do believe in Jesus. Almost everywhere in my house there's a cross. Not because my mom's placed them there, but I've also placed them. I believe in God. I've sinned several times, and I hope you guys know that you have too, every day. You don't mean it. You don't do it on purpose. My good deed for today is a woman left her keys and she walked off. I picked them up as quick as I could and I ran over to her and gave them. That was one good deed for today. I promise I do good deeds as much as I can when I can. But yeah, that video just got me thinking. And the video's name was Sexual Something. He was talking about sex and how we all know it's a sin. But he wasn't talking about, he was just talking. Poetically, it was actual poem. I could say it was a poem because he wasn't rapping, he was rhyming, and it sounded like a poem more than anything. And I'm just letting you women out there know that you're not alone, and not all of us are bad guys. We don't intentionally need to mistreat you, but it's how we were raised. I hope you guys start take that into a factor, as most of you women have children now, and I'm not saying all of your baby daddies or husbands or the child's father is in their life, but I will let you know that there is another guy who can assist you. I don't want to say replace, because he will not be their physical, biological father, but there are some of us that are willing to help and be there for emotional, physical, and financial support. I hope to have a kid of my own one day, and even if I can't be in his life day to day, I want him to know that I will be there for him when he needs it or she needs it. Right now I feel like I'm about to drop a tear, but I haven't cried in years, so if you see me getting all flustered and filled up with emotions, you're not going to see one drop. I'm sorry, I just have to hold back. I've been through too much to show tears, to show emotion. This is me opening up, and I hope you guys enjoy what you really see. I don't know what else to say, but women, I'm one of those few men that will. I'm one of those few men that won't hurt, won't abuse, and really won't do nothing wrong. You can hit up all my exes. I will give you, if you don't believe me, I'll give you the list of names. And I will let you contact them physically, virtually, whatever you want to do. I'll let you contact them and ask them why we broke up? Were there any problems on why we broke up? And did I hurt them in any way? I've been cheated on. I've been threatened. But I'm done being scared. I'm done running. I'm standing right here. Figuratively, of course, I'm sitting. But I'm standing right here. I'm not running. Even if I move, I'll come back just to prove my point. I've been threatened by hundreds of people. My life has been on the line, physically and literally. And I haven't ran from any situation. I've had fathers and mothers threaten me. And for most of you who don't know, I've almost been sent to prison because of my age. And I wasn't doing nothing wrong. So, I'm not a pedophile. I'm not a criminal. I do go out with my friends. I do have fun, whatever you want to call it. I don't do drugs. So, don't look at me like I'm another one of these kids. I'm actually really trying to get my life. Like I said, I'm opening up. What you see day to day and what you hear is me really being shut out. I show my laughter, I show my joy, but behind closed doors, I'm just another broken toy. Just waiting to be fixed or at least played with again. Even if I might not work right. I just want another friend. I feel like I'm gonna cry again, but don't show me no sympathy. Because for you, I wouldn't do the same. We all have pain. We all been there. But what I will do for you is comfort you. I'll let you know there might